Good morning everyone, it's Friday. It's our favourite day of the week because it's the last working day of the week. So we've got 2 days off and we get to give loads of stuff away because that's what we do here on a Friday. We give lots and lots of goodies away to you, but also we've got a pretty stunning collection to show you, which is beautiful, and I think lots of people are going to love it. If you haven't seen it already, or if you caught it on Create and Craft this week, you'll know all about what we're going to show you today, but it is really, really special, so it's very, very exciting. I'm excited to show it, but before we do that, we need to see what's going on today. So Emily's here, she's going to run the show for us, make sure everything goes nice and smoothly, and then over in the demonstration station, I haven't seen her all week.
I know,
because she swapped her days off. It was very, very strange. Kat's here.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm really good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, glad to be back in the office.
I know.
And I don't feel like I've done a show with you in ages.
I know,
either.
it has been really strange,
it's been a
hasn't it?
while, yeah.
I'm very excited for this launch.
Yes. I think it's going to make a lot of people very happy.
Me too.
We get a lot of demands for these kind of cards, don't we?
And I think it's so beautiful that it's something that you're really, really not going to struggle crafting with. It's just stunning. So before we get to it though, I keep giving you little hints. Our trolley dash ends on Monday. Trolley dash started on Wednesday with Dan and Rebecca, but it ends on Monday. So grab yourself a bargain while you can. We have our Whoopsie deal, which is still available, our Wise and Beautiful collection. Those stunning dies and paper pad that coordinate together. You can get all of them, 4 dies and a pad, all of that for under £20. Like, those cards you can sell for at least £3 each.
Absolutely.
They are beautiful. £20, you can get the whole collection. It's madness. Get it while you can. We've also got 65% off on our Popper Topper pad collection. So you can get all 4 pads. This is another one, look at that. You can get all 4 pads for £16.79. These deals genuinely shock me because they're so good. Look at that saving. Can we just talk about that saving? It's supposed to be £47, but you can get it for £16. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And we've also got, if you're wanting to make cards for the men, a Gentleman's Journey variety pack, and that's only £7.99. And that's not it, there's so much more, so get onto the website, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, and have a look at our trolley dash, what offers are on there, because once they're gone, they're gone. And you know, you don't want to miss out on them because those prices are crazy.
Wouldn't they make great gifts? I know if you're buying for Christmas now.
That's such a good idea because there's so many people who love to craft, don't they? That's a really good idea, especially that Whoopsie deal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they'll think you've spent loads of money on them. Next up, it's time for our Win It Weekly. It's that time of the week. It's our Win It Weekly competition. So we are giving away this week 5 sets of our Summer Splendor Forever Florals collection. So this beautiful collection with all your summer floral imagery on. You've got some beautiful cards that can be made with this. It's another one that will last all year round and be perfect for all different occasions. So we're going to announce the winners in around 45 minutes, which one is like super exciting. Maybe 50 minutes, we'll say 50 minutes, just to give us a little bit more time to go through this collection. But 5 people are going to win this today. If you want to be in with a chance of winning, this is what you've got to do. You need to like, share and comment on this video with the answer to the question that you can see there. How long is a moment? 90 seconds, 7 seconds or 25 seconds? Bit of an odd question this week.
Ooh.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like what is a moment?
It depends who's asking me.
Exactly. This is what I've never thought it had a specific time. And to be honest, I genuinely don't have a clue what the answer is here.
No.
I don't have a clue. So all you have to do is like, share and comment with which do you think it is? Let us know, and you could be one of the 5 lucky winners winning that collection at the end of today's show. Oh, it's exciting. Let's get on with showing you this absolutely stunning collection. How beautiful is this? So a lot of people love crafting at Christmas, but when you can craft at Christmas and you can craft with a product which is as beautiful as this, not only the artwork but the amazing rich tones in the colorways, the beautiful foiling that you've got throughout this, it's absolutely incredible. And today you can buy this whole collection, so everything that you see here is going to be yours. So we have 4 topper sets. You also get an extra bonus decoupage sheet. We've got a bite-sized little book, which is something we don't normally do in our collections, and we've also got full inserts and double-sided papers, all for you, that coordinate perfectly with this collection. You buy it today in our Ultimate Collection, it's only $27.97, which means you're going to save £7 buying all of this together. It's a great collection. It's so much fun to be able to craft with something when it's this beautiful, because it's so easy to make things with. So let's go over to the other set and we will show you in really fine detail just how amazing this is. because this is a good one. Let's go and have a look through these toppers. Are we ready? So, like I said, you've got 4 toppers in here, printed and foil cardstock, and then you get an extra element sheet. So as always, you've got some amazing inspiration from the team for the different cards that you can be making when you get this home. And it's this is such a good price. £20 for this collection. We've got some little added extras as well in there if you love this collection and you really want to make it go even further. But look at this. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's so rich,
isn't it?
Rich is, it's just umptious.
It's just like, I feel like, can I use the word delicious?
Yeah.
I feel like the colours are pushing me that way. The textures in here, I mean, the patterns that you've got that run alongside these images, it all works so perfectly together, and it brings you that really regal Christmas collection, which, I mean, the true story of Christmas is very regal in its own right. In here you've got that beautiful Mother Mary image, you've got the angels, you have the 3 wise men there at the bottom, and there's loads of really nice sentiments on here as well, which are different for different occasions. So we've got, may your Christmas bring you joy, glad tidings, Christmas blessings, oh come let us adore him. So whether you want to you know, be super religious with the sentiments that you use, or you want more general sentiments, you have that in all of your kits. Then you've got your foiled cardstock and this plain cardstock, which is just amazing. There's so much fun that you can be doing with that. Fussy cutting into that, it's going to look great. And some of the card examples as well made with this collection are really nice. We'll show you on this one. I can't show you, there we go. This one's really cool. So this one has used that little tag image as like a little stopper for that. You could use it as a bookmark possibly, a little gift as well as a card. Or we've got this one that Rach made, where she's just added these together, created this nice fold back. Maybe I should show you on this one. There we go. We've got different cameras for different cards here, people. It's a crazy time. So that's the first topper collection. Then the second one we have is Peace on Earth, and this one's really pretty. I think the colourways that are used in this one is probably why I like it the most.
Yeah.
With the purples and the greens and the blues, and how you can see how the light is reflecting in the background. Some beautiful, really nice patterns as well here in the frames, which is lovely. You've got border strips in here too. Then your cardstock, you have the beautiful angel there. Look at the wings. The wings are all accent foiled. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So then some cards you can be making with this when you get it home are, there's just a few examples here. We've got this really nice front fold that Rachel's done, utilising both of those images. And then maybe you just want to make some smaller cards. You can do that like this one that Barbara's made. Just utilising those beautiful border strips that you get there. Absolutely lovely. The third one we have for you is Away in a Manger. I should have thought that from the imagery. This one's really nice. Those oranges in here, the sunset backgrounds. You can really imagine that this place was so magical with the colours and the scenes that you've got throughout this. So your sentiments on here are season's greetings, believe in the magic of Christmas, joyous Noel, and you've got some really nice smaller toppers as well, which I quite like about that one. Then another one to get fussy cutting in, maybe make some fold backs with this one here. The beautiful royal purple and that orange just work so well together. This one is incredible.
Stunning.
I don't think I could cut into this because of how beautiful it is. But again, if you're someone who loves to fussy cut, you can definitely make the most out of this. You get 2 of every sheet as well, remember, so we don't have to go super crazy with our cutting. And then some beautiful examples of what you can be doing with this. This one here is really, really stunning. It's also got a little sneak of some acetate, which we're going to bring to you earlier on, and just utilising that whole image from your cardstock, because you can do that and just add in the smaller sentiments to really show that off. Or how about this one that Becca did, where she's created, using her dies, that aperture, used their frame, and then used that beautiful background to create the whole of her card. That's a really pretty card you've got there. And then the last one we have for you for this top collection is the Brightest Star, and in here, I think this one is the one you're going to demo with, isn't it, Kat?
It is, yeah.
You've got those really nice blues, really strong golden yellow colours with the sheep, and you've got the three wise men, and I love how the way that you've got them sort of like in different, like they're travelling and then they're just looking off into the distance. It's really, really pretty. It's very atmospheric of the story as well. If you were, I don't know, maybe you could create a little story of your own of the...
You took exactly what I was thinking then, because you get 2 of each, you could put one set aside and make your own little storybook.
Wouldn't it be amazing with all the images?
Yeah.
It would be so cool. And then, because we are extra kind to you, we have added the most stunning decoupage sheet into this selection. So this is your bonus topper. There's 2 of each, and this layers beautifully on top of your image here to create a really nice decoupage selection. And the cards, you can mix and match with all of your pieces that you've got coming. So just a small one here with that image on, which is really nice actually in the colours that have been used from the collection, or maybe creating a little fold back and adding it onto the edge of your card like Rachel's done with that one. And then there's another one here from the last topper set we showed you, which is really funky because it uses all of those different frames, all of those different elements together. So that's what you're going to get in your topper collection. If you're wanting to get the ultimate bundle, however, there's lots of bits and pieces that go into that. One of which is the inserts and double-sided papers. So in the inserts, it's a little bit different from normal. You're going to get 36 sheets, but 24 of those are inserts. And then you've got some double-sided papers. So your inserts for you are all here, and they are beautifully muted with all of that fantastic artwork on here. Like you said, Kat, if you're going to make a storybook, these go through your printer.
Yes.
So you can choose some font that works with the collection really nicely. You can print onto here. You can die cut them into shapes and then add them onto the cardstock to make your own storybook. But it is absolutely beautiful. I know so many people, family members, family friends, who are going to love this collection when we're making Christmas cards, because it is just so pretty. So they're all your inserts, but you are going to get 3 each of those. And then we have your 12 different, you get 12 double-sided papers. So there's different designs in here for you. I bet, Emily, you had done this way, hadn't you?
Yeah.
You had. So we're going to show you sort of the different sides. So you've got, even though they're papers and they're satin, you've got really nice sort of like distressed textures, which work really nicely. So these are double-sided, so you can see these are back to back on one another, just to show you in this way. But you can, if you're someone who loves to do maybe some origami and things like that, you can use these because they're double-sided. You've got these beautiful textures and images. They work so perfectly with the collection, and so many people have used them instead of using their cardstock. So you're going to get 12 of those, but they are all the different designs that you're going to have included, and it makes one big stack for you. It's £9.99 on its own. However, the best price, as always, is to get it in that bundle where you're going to save lots and lots of money. Some really nice examples of how you can use your papers with your topper sets is like this one, to create a really nice easel card, just having it in the background. Maybe possibly you're wanting to just do something different like this, and I love how this has been created, and it sort of separates it up into 2 different sections. Next up is our bite-sized little book. So instead of a normal little book, we've just chopped it directly in half. So instead of 144 pages, you're going to get 72. There's 12 different designs, but you are going to get 6 of each. So you still have all the ability of a little book, just a little bit smaller. We've just chopped it in half for you. And chopping it in half means the price has gone in half as well. So it's £4.99, which is amazing for what you're going to get here. There's 12 different images instead of 24, of course, but they are all images that run throughout this collection, and it's so beautiful in the collection. Why wouldn't you want to get this little book? Why wouldn't you want to put an extra little book in when it is this cheap as well? Because you're going to be able to make so many more cards with that. But it's so pretty.
Do you know what I think stands out about this collection is how the light
the light
shines
travels
through,
doesn't it?
You look at all it,
and it
it's
gives you so much more dimension and like it's amazing because you've got the angel here and the star over Bethlehem. You've got all of those details going so far back, but then you've got light that shines through from the little hut here, which it's totally different, but it's incredible. It's like a whole little world in these images. The angels there playing their song. What else have we got in here? We've got the shepherd over there just watching over the town. We've got the full nativity scene there with the animals and everything included. And then the three wise men. They're so incredible with all the different colours and textures that you've got in there. And then there you are, the three wise men again, giving all the beautiful gifts. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
It's so pretty. I imagine that if my sister's baby comes today, this is how our whole family will be at the weekend. Just stood looking over him like, oh, you're so cute. It's really, really exciting. But you can mix and match these with the collection. You can mix and match them with lots of other different things that we've brought out to you. So Barbara's mixed hers for this card with some of our adorable scoreable with that beautiful music sheet, because it does have the sort of a baby's born in Bethlehem, so it mixes really nicely actually with that, and you've got that sort of rustic scene. We've also got this one, which is a really, really pretty card. So what has been done here is the acetate's actually been layered onto the mirror, but it gives you that sort of 3D mirror effect. It's really pretty, and then just using a die from our Moonstone minis, because they work so well as well. You've got festive sentiments in there. The possibilities are endless. And then finally, just using your nesting dies to create really nice textured backgrounds like this one. Love it. Absolutely love it. There's so much in this collection, but what can you make when you get it home? What can you make, Kat?
Is that cue me?
Cue Kat.
Okay, so like Natalie said before, I'm using this gorgeous The Brightest Star set. I'm going to have a little bit of acetate in there as well, and I'm going to be making one of my favourite card sizes at the moment, which is an 8x6 10 foot tentfold. So we're just going to chop my 8x8 card down, get the boring stuff out the way and done with.
Do you know what? I also kind of like this card at the moment. I did it the other day though, where I chopped it to 8x6 like lengthways.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word. And then I took half of it off the front. So I had like a funny front, which I think I put acetate behind. But yeah, I don't know. I'm loving like oblong shapes at the moment in crafting. I think it just creates something a little bit different, but it's really, really pretty.
Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside a moment while I take...
Hello to everyone joining us this morning. There's lots and lots of people joining us this morning. I think that might be because it's a little bit too hot outside. So we've all sort of gone inside where it's cooler and it's not too warm. Wow, it has been hot this week.
Oh, it's been very, very hot.
But hello to everyone. Andrea, Lynn, Kathy, Shelley, Liz, good morning. Good morning to Kat's mum. Hazel's watching.
There she is.
Hello, Hazel. I've heard a lot about your box making recently, Hazel. I mean, I'm always down for boxes. I love organising, so any boxes you want to send Kat's way, I'm happy. I'm happy to have them.
So I've just cut a base layer out of that card, which is just 3 notches under the 6 inches by 8, and then I should be able to get out of this piece another identical size.
Oh my goodness, this is madness. So Lorna has said, actually loads of you are saying how beautiful this collection is, but Lorna said we needed this collection only 154 days till Christmas.
Wow.
What is that? That's not okay.
It's madness.
We've not done anything this year.
So I cut my second piece, and then I've just trimmed off the decorative border, and I'm going to add this back onto my original cardstock, and then I'm going to stick it down to the side with some red liner tape, and I'm using my red liner tape because I'm then going to die cut out of this to make an aperture.
Yeah, so you don't want any movement, do you?
Yeah, it's stuck nice and firm. I mean, you can do this with your other mediums. You can do it with your construction glue, but make sure you give it plenty of time to dry before you put it through your die cutting machine. Otherwise, it's just going to move.
Jackie said it would be great if our local church did a fair this year. I'm definitely with you on that one. If you are someone who crafts for churches, who makes cards for the church fair, this is one that I can promise you need to be buying 2 of these bundles, because you will sell all of your cards if it's made with this beautiful collection. Even if you just have like one of the little honesty boxes in church where you can just pop in your makes and things like that, they're definitely going to be flying out with this one.
Oh, absolutely. So I've just lined that up with the edge of my card. So just bringing it back in, and it gives you that. You've got what you had on your original shape, on your original cardstock, but you're just playing around with it a little bit.
People are loving your nails, Kat.
Oh, thank you.
They are extra special.
Today. So I'm just going to take our arch die from the Nesting Arch set.
Is this the largest one?
I think it is, yeah. No, I think it's the second one down.
Because you need to have that space, don't you, to be able to stick
that little
your
bit of extra room to stick the frame back round. Okay. So pop that into my die cutter. And I'm just going to take this back and forth and just double check, because obviously I've got 2 layers on this red liner tape. So that should get all the way that way.
So many people are saying it's a second, it's 90 seconds is a moment.
Wow,
but
that
that's
seems
a really
a long
long
time.
That's a minute and a half.
I mean, that's the moment to tell the kids. When the kids ask, I'll just be a moment. I want 90 seconds.
Well, I think you want more than 90 seconds, maybe like an hour or 2. But yeah, crazy. If that's the case, wow. I did not know that. Shelley's also said, can you say hello to Naomi? She's my 6-year-old watching with me today. Hello, Naomi. Welcome. I hope you're having fun, and we can, maybe you'll get crafting. Maybe we'll inspire you to be crafting away as well.
I bet none of my boys are watching now they're on holiday.
No, they'll be outside. It's too warm.
Yeah. So I'm just trimming a bit of acetate down, just 4 inches by 6.5, I think I've done there. And I'm just going to pop this behind my frame here. Now you're not going to see much of it, but up close it just gives you that little extra bit of detail. So again, I'm going to use my red liner tape.
I love this. It's really fun how you've totally changed the look of the cardstock, and then just adding little touches.
Yeah, just to build it up.
Because sometimes it just is the little bits that make your cards.
It is.
We also have to say good morning to my mum, because my mum's watching as well. She's off school for the next 6 weeks, so I'm sure she'll be joining us every day.
Yay! what a fab time with your sister being due to be off, that she'll get 6 lovely weeks with the baby.
Oh no, she won't, because my
no.
sister won't allow that.
Oh,
We'll see. But yeah, she is going to steal lots of cuddles in the first couple of weeks, I'm sure.
So.
She'll just go round even like she'll just be there in the morning. Hello, I've got the baby for you. There's no need to get up. Keep sleeping. I'll do it.
So I'm going to go in with this beautiful arch topper that matches and pop all this out. I mean, you could easily turn this into a shaker card as well if you wanted.
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah.
You could. So when you were thinking of what to do with this demo,
yes,
what was the first thought that you had with the like when you looked at the collection, when you decided on this sheet, what was the first thing you thought, oh, I can do that?
To be right, I go back a few steps here.
Okay.
Because when I'm sat on a Thursday and I'm doing my prep for Friday's shows, to help inspire me, I know it's daft and I know not everybody does it, but I come up with like a little theme for myself that runs through all my cards.
That's cool.
So sometimes it'll just be like different ways to do 6-inch cards, or I can't think of any off the top of my head now, but that's usually my thought
like easels
if it works. I mean, it's
or
different when you've got like sales shows and stuff, because it's a bit. But
crazy.
This one was like doing cutouts and apertures. So I'd already done, I think it was my stamp card I'd done first, because I knew that was going to take me the longest because I got quite a bit of colouring to do.
Yeah.
So I'd come up with the cutaway detail. So I knew I wanted to do something that had an aperture or a cutaway bit in it. So it's what I worked from there really. And I thought the arch was a bit of a different shape to do it with. And this is just the one that spoke to me.
It is very, very pretty. And there's so much like artwork within this as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, and then because I had the arch, so I knew it was going to have to be a slightly bigger card. So that's when I came up with the 8x6, because obviously it's a good shape that works with that. And then it all just kind of falls into place from there, doesn't it?
It's looking great already though.
So we're now going to bring our mirror layer back.
And your mirror is the same size as the card?
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. It's my matte layer, so that's 8x6, 6x8. So I've got this little bit that I cut the border off before, and I just want to make sure I place this in the right place when I, for some reason, I've done my gold too small, I think. Have we got another piece of gold, might we?
It might be underneath.
Yeah, we've got some here. Just let me make sure I've measured this right.
Have you trimmed it, the little edges?
No, I've done that one right. I must have just done my gold to the same. So I'll do this 8x6. Should be fine.
There is so many people that have bought this already, and loads of people are absolutely loving it. I'm not surprised at all. It did so well on Create and Craft. Everyone was loving it. Everyone was loving that. It was a full collection that was all themed around the true meaning of Christmas. It had the beautiful religious elements running throughout the whole collection, which is truly what the collection is all about. And it's so nice and well put together, and the colours are beautiful. It makes it look so regal. So it's really, really a nice collection.
It's a stunner. And it's not going to date as well, because this style is traditional.
Yeah.
It always stays the same way. Your contemporary can change from year to year, what's in and what's out. But something like this is gonna...
People are going to love it, aren't they?
Nativity, it's going to stay. The style it is. So I'm just adding some foam pads right in the back here.
I love these strip foam pads, especially when you're cutting apertures like this or you're doing shaker cards, because they fit so beautifully on your card.
use some of my cutaway pieces just to fill in the gaps. Okay, so I'm carefully just going to line this over the top just to make sure I've got, keeping that nice matte layer around the side. You can always add a little bit of construction glue to your foam pads if you want that little bit of extra wiggle room. So I'm going to bring back in my topper and add some more foam pads onto this one.
That border of acetate is really going to make it pop, isn't it? Because you are going to just see it throughout the edges.
And to be fair, I am going to cover quite a bit of it up, but it's just, when you receive a card, it's one of those things that you're going to notice that's special, that there's just something else going on, that the person that's made it has just gone to that little bit of extra trouble just to add that in. And then we're just going to finish with our sentiment. So I think I'm going to take this beautiful Christmas wishes and just for you. And just a bit more foam pad. I think I'm using all the foam pads today. That's what they're great for. Is it just me that finds cutting into foam pads really, really satisfying?
No, I love it. Absolutely love it. You can, with foam pads, you can never be disappointed because you can always make the size that you need.
Yes.
Always.
And this in the corner. And then it's just a case of adding it onto my card, wherever I've put that. I think I moved it out of the way before. Oh, I know.
You used the other side,
I used
didn't
the other
you?
side that I cut. I knew I'd done it right.
Don't worry. It happens all the time.
Well, I've got one pre-made for
Exactly.
another one that I do out in the office this afternoon.
It won't go to waste, that's for sure.
Nope.
There's no waste in crafting. It just sits in a cupboard for absolutely ages until you come across it one day and go, oh, you know what, I can actually use this.
And there we go.
I love that. And, you know, that acetate, it really, really does add that special touch. It's such a beautiful card and a really nice way of utilising your card stock and making it smaller to fit whatever size you want to do. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
It's really, really nice. So next up, we've got a beautiful set of stamps. So if you are a stamper and you love this collection and you're thinking, oh, I really hope they've got stamps, well, it is your lucky day because we do. There's 3 of them. They are absolutely stunning. The first one is the nativity. So they're all A6 in size, but they are so detailed. You can see here the large image. You also get a border strip and you get a beautiful sentiment, which is, oh, come let us adore him. And you can see that Rachel's done this beautiful card here, just adding touches of colour, not going crazy with her colouring in here, but creating those beautiful border strips with the collection. They're all £8 on their own, but we do have them in a multi-buy, which saves you £8. So you're basically getting 1 for free. Next up, we have the 3 Wise Men. Now this one is absolutely stunning. I love this, and I love the card I'm about to show you as well. Kat actually made this card, and what she's done is she's coloured it in using the glimmer mists.
It was, yeah.
The brand new glimmer mist that we launched last week. So you can see it just adds that even more regal touch to the 3 Wise Men because they are shimmering and shining, and it's absolutely beautiful. So a really lovely example of how you can use that stamp. And then finally, and probably my favourite one to colour in, is the Mother Mary. And you've got that beautiful image that you've got in your decoupage, but blown up so you can create some beautiful cards with it. I created a really nice, it's really nice to stamp onto parchment and create that sort of like faux stained glass effect with this. Heat emboss it, colour it in with your alcohol markers. It's really, really pretty. But if you don't want to, if you want to do something totally different, then how about this one that Rachel's done, just using that word stamp to create this crazy mix of cards.
I
And that
love
again
that.
reminds me of stained glass. It's really, really cool. So all 3 stamps are £8 if you want to get them. Or you can get the full collection and you're going to save yourself £8, which is an amazing deal. So £19.98 for all 3 of those stamps. So if you are a stamper, then they are definitely stamps to add in your basket. Get creating, get loads and loads of cards, and then get selling them at the Christmas fairs and all the markets that I'm sure will be back again this year. Kat, that was really, really fast, but are you ready for another one?
Yeah.
I didn't give you much time there.
No, it's okay. I think I'm ready to go. I'm just pinching something I've seen down the side there. Right, fabulous. Okay, I'm using that
Mother
lovely,
Mary.
Yeah.
She's amazing, isn't she?
She's got all these are so much fun to colour in.
They're so, so detailed. They really are amazing. Julie said these are really nice for the children to colour into. They would have so much fun colouring these in. They are really, really detailed stamps as well. I don't know how Stacey does it, how she manages to put this much detail into her stamps, but they are incredible. They really are. Loads of people again still commenting with the answer to the Win It Weekly competition. We are going to be announcing the winner at the end of today's show. The question was, how long is a moment? Well, we will find out in a couple of moments, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's hope it's not 7 seconds because I don't think I can do that
No.
in this time. Okay, so I've just inked that up with Momentum ink because I'm using my Prism markers for this. So, got a good stamp down.
And it does stamp really, really nicely.
It does,
It's crazy. I think there's still sort of that like rustic imagery as what, like how the images come across quite sort of like oldie worldy, but still really rich. I think you've got that in the stamps as well. They're still quite rustic looking. You've still got sort of like edges and little bit of pieces that are missing, but it adds so much more to the like
Definitely
the atmosphere of the card.
So I've just switched that one out and I'm going to stamp again onto some of our masking sheet.
Oh, okay. This is exciting.
So, cause I'm going to do that and then obviously cut it out and place it back over our stamp and then ink my background.
Ah, clever idea. That's a good way of saving time.
Yeah. So you don't have to be as precise with that. As long as you've got a good outline for you to cut round, you're fine. The magnets have disappeared off here, so just using a little bit of double-sided tape to hold that in place. Move that out the way. And
so
then
you're
I'm
just going to cut Mary out?
No, I'm going to cut out just the whole square, really.
Okay.
Just round the outside. All shall make sense.
I'm very intrigued.
I was quite happy with this one. We'll see what you all think.
I genuinely love this stamp. It's my
I
favourite.
do.
I think it's my favourite out of all 3 to colour in. And you can use like so many different colours. You can keep it really classic and use like the red and the blues from all like the old storybooks that we've read, that, you know, she was wearing a red sort of dress and a blue thing. But if you want to get crazy, you can colour these images in however way you want, and that's what's really nice, is that you're in charge with stamps. You can create your own images.
You certainly can. Right, I'm just going to peel this away now. I shouldn't have put such long nails on today. Where's my pokey tool? What I was going to say, the other thing which I do, which helps me with the colouring, is you've got, if you look back at your top set and your little books, to give you a guide.
Those examples, haven't you?
Sorry, I'm just trying to peel this off here. I should have done it to the edge. Oh, come on. Not being my friend.
Do you want me to get it?
Go on, see if you can get it, because it's not, I think there's a little bit just coming at the corner there.
Oh, this is a challenge. Did it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm now just going to place this, line it up as close as you can to your stamped image. Just work it round gently so you don't get any bubbles, and you cover everything that you want to cover. And then give it a good rub down. Okay, so now I'm taking a lovely selection of blues from our Prism ink pads. And I'm going to start with my lightest colour, which is my periwinkle. And I'm going to ink my background around the stamp. So start with my blue at the bottom. And we're just gradually going to work the colours up, getting darker towards the top.
Oh my goodness. Jean has commented to say, so far she has bought all Hunky Dory Christmas card kits because she cannot resist and they are all so nice. You are going to be very, very busy, Jean, getting ready for your Christmas. But how cool is that you have so much choice in style and design for creating your cards at Christmas? That's very cool.
Because there's certainly be something for everybody.
Oh, definitely.
So I've gone with the periwinkle for my lightest colour, and then I did the blue lagoon, and I'm now onto the nautical blue, and it's just gradually getting darker as we work our way up.
It's going to be very atmospheric.
That's it. Sure. It's a great way to do a background quickly, especially with a large shaped stamp like this. And I'm going to finish off with my French navy.
Your ink pad is so juicy. Like, every time you go to lift it off, it's like catching.
And you can just see the graduation now from the light blue at the bottom.
It looks amazing.
To the dark at the top. And when you peel it back, it's even better. You can just see it really, really makes that.
That's so cool.
That pop. So what I'm going to do now, before I start colouring in, I said I was going to do cutaways and apertures. I'm going to cut out this middle section here of the frame. So I'm just going to use my craft knife to follow the black line. And again, this just gives it a little bit more dimension at the end.
And it is really quite easy if you wanted to do this.
Yeah.
To create this effect. I think when I did it, I stamped my image twice. So I stamped it once on parchment, and then I stamped it once out of cardstock. I cut away these little grooves that you're cutting now from one, and then laid it on top of the parchment. So it gives it like not a full aperture, but you've got those different textures. But this will look so cool. But if you're super into your stamping and things like that, you can actually either heat emboss this, or you can stamp it using StazOn onto some acetate, or if you're heat embossing, obviously make sure you use your heatable acetate. But you can make like stained glass little images from this, and I think especially if you're someone who sells and makes things to sell at craft fairs, and you do them at your church fairs, how beautiful is this going to be? Add a little bit of do it on some acetate, add a little bit of ribbon to it, and you've got a beautiful sort of like sun catcher that you could have in the house. You could keep it around. It would look so pretty, and it has that beautiful imagery on. All you'd have to do then is colour it using your alcohol markers, because they are an ink that will stay onto the acetate. But it would look so pretty. Yeah, and I think that's why I love this image, because there are so many different things you can do with it.
Yeah. And then, as you can see, I'm just going to pop it in front of gold afterwards, so you get that really thing. So, I'm just going to switch this out. You ready for the magic?
Go on. I'm so excited.
I've not been thinking. Kat,
that's amazing.
So,
that looks
I've coloured
phenomenal.
Most of this in. I'm just going to finish a crown off now.
That is so good. You
So-
have definitely become I've got competition here for the queen of craft marker colouring.
Oh, I'm not quite there yet.
That is actually incredible. But she just looks amazing, doesn't she?
She does. She just
Absolutely
works.
amazing.
I like to take time with my colouring now. I used to rush and I'd never be happy with my end result, and thought, no, if it's one of those things you're going to spend time doing, then spend time doing it.
It's so
doing
good.
it right. So I'm just starting by layering up my yellow tones. And I'm going to go with, I'm trying to think which one it is that's a bit more orangey. Yeah, it's the 411.
It's so nice. Loads of people are saying how amazing this looks, and it really does. It's so nice. Emma says, your demo is so stunning that she wants to buy this now. That is what we aim to do here.
I was going to say.
We aim to inspire.
I was thinking that, and I was like, should I say that?
We aim to inspire all you guys with our beautiful makes. Wendy says, I need a marker colouring class. I think that would be such a cool idea, you know. We should definitely do that because these markers are so good to colour in. Maybe we'll set it up and we could do like we could choose a stamp. Maybe we put the stamp on a really cool price and then we'll do a stamping colouring class.
Yeah.
We've written it down, people.
There we go. We've just got a...
It looks, honestly, it's phenomenal how amazing that looks. You're going to add that to Gold Mirror as well, and that's just going to shine.
So I've just cut it down. I've cut a layer to 6 inches, 6 by 4, and I've just trimmed this down.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
So it fits.
It's so pretty.
And I'm going to use foam pads to pop this down. I keep thinking of a way to use the back because I do like how it comes through on the back. It's really
quite pretty, isn't it?
sometimes.
Sharon says, I wish I was half as good with my pens as you are. It's beautiful. Do you know what? These pens are so... It might seem quite daunting, but they're so easy to use. If you just take an hour or two a day and you work on sort of like the blending, and the most important thing to be able to get that blending correctly is to have a chart for your colours which are all laid out, because then you know which colours match up nicely with other colours. And sometimes if I don't have my colour chart available, with a scrap of cardstock I'll just scribble down different colours until I find one that matches with another. And once you've found the tone correctly, it's really, really easy to create stunning colouring with these. They're not a pen that you need to have training to use, or you have to be an amazing sort of colourist. You can create these images with these pens, but you just got to take the time, I think.
Absolutely. And like I said before, if you buy them with a kit like this, you're halfway there, because you can go to your topper set for inspiration for your colours and follow that. So I'm going to lay this on here.
Wendy, you can get the colour chart online from our hub. I think if you go to downloads, is it? I think there's a colour chart. There's definitely one for our brush, for the pens. So there'll be one for the pens, I'm sure. They might be further down on the download section because they did launch quite a while ago. I'm not sure if you go to the actual page if they're on there either.
So I'm just going to finish off with our sentiment, and I'm going to do this with embossing powders in the gold just to tie everything together. So I'm just using the Versamark. Ooh, that's a particularly juicy one.
Super sticky, that one.
Super sticky. Come down in the bottom corner here, and then at least 2 of my sides are already cut for me.
It's very
Little
true.
cheat. Okay. I'm going to take a scrap card just while I put my embossing powders on. So I'm going with the gold to match in with everything else. Ooh, the aircon's making it. Didn't take
Is
that
it
into
making it
consideration.
blowy?
There we go. Tap off the excess. I'm going to quickly tidy this away before it blows everywhere. Okay. And we'll just...
Is it plugged in? It is. Yay!
I did actually check beforehand.
I was thinking then when you said you were going to heat emboss, I was like, oh no, is it plugged
I did
in?
check.
This is going to work so nicely as well with using matting and layering it onto the gold mirror.
There we go, almost done.
Lots of people are waiting for their pencils to arrive, which is super exciting. They're another really good product, especially for if you're someone who loves to sort of colour on the go, or maybe go to a really beautiful place and sort of sketch and draw. They're really nice.
Oh, I love them.
And so nice to use with the water brushes as well, so you can get some lovely watercolour effects to your stamps. The watercolour pencils would work great with these stamps as well. There is honestly so much that you can do with this here.
I'm just going to slide this under the side here, if I've worked it out right. Yeah, just a little bit of construction glue. Yeah, so we're just using the feature that we've created to pop
little
something
tab.
else back in. Yeah, so we can just pop this under the side.
I do like that idea. Very cool.
Just have a tiny bit of our colour shining through. And then we just cut our card down again. And again, I'm going to cut into, make another 10-fold card. This one will be 6x4. Just loving these shapes at the moment. They're just...
This is so pretty. Absolutely love it.
Just trying to escape a bit. Yeah. There we go.
Absolutely stunning. Look at that colouring. It's amazing. So pretty. Your mum has commented to say that your colouring is very nice. Kat.
Oh, she'll be critiquing it later, I'm sure.
So there's a few more products that you can add to your basket to make this go further, to really add something amazing to your cards. One of those is our luxury foiled acetate. So as you can see here, we've got 4 different designs. You're going to get 4 each of this. So the first one here, you've got those beautiful borders top and bottom, and how about making a beautiful wraparound with the acetate, just to add that extra bit of class. An extra £1.50 you could add to your cards adding this on, because it just brings it to life. It is so stunning. Next up, we have the beautiful flourishes that run across all the top. The whole selection of this piece of acetate it's really beautiful. It's been used in this little hanging section here, so it's not just cards that you can be making with this. You can be making some really nice sort of home decor projects for around the house as well. Then we have this beautiful edged border section. On both sides you've got these beautiful, this imagery, and then we have created this card with a little bit of a fake front with your acetate. I can't get it to stand up properly. There we go. And it just sits along that edge there. It's really, really beautiful. And then finally, the fourth one is another all over pattern where you have these beautiful sort of really regal star shapes. And that's been used in this really nice card. So you've got your stepper here with the angel on the front, and then the acetate shines through on the back there, giving that see-through sort of image effect. It's really, really pretty. All the cards that you can make with this collection, whether you're just using the top set, whether you're adding bits in like your acetate, are going to make it so, so pretty. And then the last thing we've got is our adorable scoreable, I can't even say that word today, adorable scoreable selection. So this is 30 sheets of 350 adorable scoreable. So you've got that bending technology. If you want to use this as your card bases, you can do. It's £9.99 and it's in an array of beautiful colours which work perfectly. You've got red, you've got the ivy there, you've got that dark green, the blue, we've got soft caramel, that oaky colour, I want to say this is the forget-me-not blue. Then we've got the wisteria because you've got some beautiful touches of purple in there. Then our pumpkin spice, which has that sort of orange shade to it. And then that sunshine yellow, which is so, so bright and happy. So you've got 30 sheets there, which all those colours are going to match perfectly with your collection, whether you're using these to mat and layer, using them with different elements that you get with the sheet. It just means that everything that you make is going to work together, and there's no having to search through piles of stuff to get what you need. We've got time for one last demo, and then we're going to do our Win It Weekly competition. So let's see what Kat's going to do with this one.
We're going to use the lovely bite-sized little book for this one. And again, going in with my little aperture. So I'm taking this page first, the lovely like away in the manger scene. And I'm just going to trim this page down to just under my usual 3 notches under 4 and 3 notches under 6. Because it's going to end up in making a...
Jackie is so right. These images aren't full on Christmas, so you can use them for so many different things. It's just a beautiful religious collection. Wendy wants to do a whole show bundle so she can buy absolutely everything. Maybe we'll talk to Dan about that, because that could be an idea, couldn't it? Yeah. For those people who like to buy everything. We'll pass it on, see what he can do.
So now that's trimmed down, I'm just going to trim out my window scene.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. What a good idea. And see, I was thinking you were going to like cut out the other layers and decoupage them up.
Well, I might be doing a bit of that as well.
But cutting out that window is such a good idea. You're going to add all the dimension just by doing that.
Yeah, I think this is where I started yesterday. I think this must have been my first one yesterday. And this is where the idea came from for doing the little apertures and the windows and things. Right, carefully round little baby's head. Okay. And now I've cut that out of there. And now I'm going to cut out my little dove. Yeah. And I'm going to use my scissors for this, just...
It's easier sometimes, isn't it, with paper pads? I think apertures, of course, you need to have the flexibility of your knife. But scissors are so useful when cutting your paper pad pages because they are that thinner GSM, so they're nice and flexible.
They do, and especially our scissors, they do cut.
It just glides through it, doesn't it?
Coated paper stock so well. And then just to add a little bit of magic to this card, I'm going to suspend my dove back in the window with a little bit of invisible thread.
What?
I know.
These have been 3 very inspiring demonstrations, Kat.
Oh, I did worry.
They are very, very cool.
I always do worry. I always think.
Your demos are always fab.
So, If I can find my invisible thread.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
This is
It's
the tricky
invisible,
bit.
people.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Just slightly when it like catches the light.
Comes round.
But it does look like you're holding nothing currently.
It does. Honestly, there's something there. And I'm going to take a little bit of red liner tape just so I know it's securely stuck down. I should have... did have another one somewhere that I've already used today.
It's underneath your thing.
Have I dropped it? Oh, there we go. So I'm going to try and hold this in place. In fact, I'm going to take it under the bird and then I can just trim away the excess just so it gives me a bit more room to play with. But at least I know with using the red liner, it's definitely going to stay in place. And then there is a little bit hanging down here, but I can easily just trim that away.
But at least you know that it's definitely all stuck down.
It's definitely stuck down. So I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back of here now, if I can find my long thin ones. I'm being a bit of a messy crafter today.
It's the best type of crafter. Exactly, Julie. Exactly my thought when she said she was going to do that.
Wow.
Who would have thought of doing that? It's such a tiny little thing, but it's going to add that little touch of magic to the card. Who would have thought?
Well, I think sometimes with the little books, you can it's just too easy just to stick them on and do away. But there are so much more you can do with them. Right, this piece across the top here, and then I'm going to use that to secure
your little bird.
My little bird in place. So I'm going to take this one away. Make sure he's facing the right way. So just pop him where you think you want him to sit roughly, and then just bring your invisible thread up and just push it into your foam pad, and that should hold it nice and securely. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to bring in, I've picked some other pages to do my background with.
This is just getting,
because you can matten
even more exciting, Emily.
So I'm going to trim this down.
It's like, what's going to happen next?
Oh, it doesn't get much things in this. So I'm just going to make this even small. That was 3 notches under the 4 and the 6, so I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller still, so I know it's not going to appear right inside.
So many lovely comments about your demonstrations today, Kat. Aww. Everyone is saying how amazing they are. Dawn says your demos have been next level today. Lorna said we're all going to be cutting that window out now. And Jackie says we need to get together somewhere so we can just sit and watch Kat demo all day.
Oh,
well, wouldn't that be something that would be fun? Who knows? Keep your eyes peeled.
So we're just going to pop that onto the back, and then when you turn it over, you've still got that background.
Oh
you
my
can see
goodness,
in there. So it's a different background, but it
still works.
So now we're going to mat and layer this onto our gold mirror. So I want to do this 6 inches by 4 inches, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this scrap that I've used before. So 6 by 4, and then this is where I get a little bit extravagant because I'm going to use 2 more pages.
A little bit more extravagant?
Yeah.
More extravagant?
I'm going to use 2 more to make the background. So I'll just pop that on there. I mean, that could be it. You could pop that on a 6 by 4 inch card and a sentiment on, but I'm not. I've cut a few more layers.
Oh, wow.
When I said extravagant, I forgot I was doing this till I just spied them out the corner of my eye. So I'm just going to layer these up on the front.
Oh, look at him. The little baby Jesus.
And then my lamb. And then I'm going to turn this into a 6" by 6" card. So I'll cut a 6" by 6 matte layer. I always get confused which one's which.
I know, me too, to be honest. Because you lay it onto the matte, right?
Yeah, so it's the matte, isn't it?
But then sometimes, I don't know, it's a layer. So, I don't know. However I'm feeling on that day.
Yeah. I'm going to take 2 more of the pages that I used to make the background through the window, and I want to create a background for my card so it all blends in. So first of all, I know I need to trim them. So they are the layer for this. So I need to make sure that they're only the 3 notches under the 6, which that one already is. Oh, I like it when it does that and it comes together. And then we're going to use these. We're just going to layer them over each other.
Because you've got that beautiful image,
the background. And we're going to put the other one back in the centre so it's going to cover any joins. But once it's all done, it looks like a seamless image.
It's such a clever idea to use your little books in this way. And I think so many people think, oh, it's just like a topper, or it's too small, so we can only use it and cut into it. But you can be so creative with how you lay them up and create larger scenes like Kat's doing here. I love that you're showing this example, because I think a lot of people can sometimes be stuck with what to do with their little books, but you've shown so many different ideas and techniques in this one demonstration. It's been so cool.
Okay, so that looks a bit cray-cray, but once we pop this back on,
no one will ever know.
No one will ever know. And it just looks like one seamless image, because you could have a few palm trees there and there's one peeping through the window. And then I'm just going to be cheeky and pinch a sentiment from...
Why not?
This Christmas blessings.
That's what they're there for. That's why you've got so many. So you can pinch and steal and use them with whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Are you excited to find out how long a moment is?
I am, because I want to know whether I can use it in my favour or not with the kids.
I think you might be able to. However, don't tell them the exact time, because they might be onto you.
Oh, well, Jackson will.
Exactly.
Jackson will sit there and
clock
count
watching
every single second. And for the first time today, I'm going to add some gems. I've done well.
It's so cool. You're going to have to show all the cards that you've made, because they have all been amazing and they're all so different, but they've just been incredible.
Quickly add it on. Make sure I don't make an Australian one. There we go. And you can just see the little dove flying in the window.
So good. So good. I love it. Let's show you other ones. Where are the others? Get them out. Get them all out. So these are Kat's 3 amazing demos.
On the shot.
I know that you all agree, because absolutely every single comment that is coming through right now is about how amazing Kat's demos have been. And they really, really have. They are all stunning. So much inspiration. I've been inspired today. Loved it. Absolutely love watching Kat demo. It's so much fun to watch, and I know all of you have enjoyed it too. So thank you for joining us. What is left to tell you? Well, we need to announce that Win It Weekly competition winner, don't we? And not just 1, 5 people are going to win this Forever Florals Summer Splendor collection. The question we were asking you this week was, a strange one, Emily. Gonna say it right now. It's a bit strange. How long is a moment? Is it A, 90 seconds, B, 7 seconds, or C, 25 seconds? My first initial thought would be 25 seconds. 7 seconds is probably, like, that's too quick, isn't it, to have a moment?
Yeah.
25 seconds is probably the right amount of time. A minute and a half, like, no, like, it's too long. I don't think I'm still for that long to have a moment for that amount of time.
Yeah.
What's your first thought?
I would be the same as you, 25 seconds, because you'd think 7 seconds, you'd just go, oh, give me a second, wouldn't you? Because that's
how long it takes.
Yeah. 25. And like you said, 90 could get really awkward.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Imagine staring at someone weirdly on a train for 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
weird. Very strange. However, the answer, and if you answered this question correctly, you listen out because you could be a winner. It is A, 90 seconds.
Wow.
So for centuries, and as late as the early 19th century, a moment was something quite specific. It was a 40th of an hour, or around 90 seconds.
Wow.
So that's been thought of.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah.
But that's, quite strange. If you're looking at someone weirdly for 90 seconds, I think they'd maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Imagine, just hold my dog for a moment and a minute and a half, and you'd start worrying, wouldn't you?
Very, very strange. I think maybe we should change that now. I mean, it's the 21st century. Is it the 21st or is it something else now? It is, isn't it? Just checking. It changes all the time.
Every 100 years.
So that is it.
Yeah. A century is 100 years.
But
No.
so when did this one start?
2000.
Yeah, but 2000. So it's not the. But why is it the 21st if it was 2000?
Because the first century is like from 0 to 100.
Oh, okay. Get it now. And that's history with Nat for the time. But we need to announce those winners. 5 winners, and you lucky people are Joy Lackey, Beverly Leach, Eula Davies, Norma Dickey, and Bethan Thomason. If you are the lucky people, and I apologise if I said any of your names incorrectly, but you 5 lucky people are winning this lovely gift. So get your messages to studio@creatingcraft, or you can...
Hunky-dory.
Oh, for God's sake. studio@hunkydory. Don't message Creating Craft because they won't have a clue what you're going on about. Message us, because if you want this, that's how you're going to get it. So you can either email us, or you can ring customer services, or message us through Facebook. Don't put it in the comments though, because you don't know, someone might come and stand outside your house for a moment, and that would be strange. So make sure to do that privately. And all that's left to do, because it's Friday and we're going to give lots of stuff away, as always, we're going to spin the wheel. Now this is one thing I know that I can't do wrong, because all I have to do is spin the wheel, and we're going to give away whatever this lands on. So get your comments in, and we shall, what should we ask them to comment?
I've written it down.
Have you?
Yeah, funny little thing.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. Okay, so you have to comment with, what character did you play in your school nativity? So you have to comment what character you were in your school nativity, and whatever this lands on, whatever makes Emily laugh the most, you're going to win. So make sure, even if it was totally embarrassing, just get it on there, because Emily will probably pick you, because it'll be so funny. So let's spin it to see what you're going to win first of all. Oh, that was a big spin. What are we going for? What is it? Oh, the Prism Glimmer Mist. We should send the new ones out. Oh, we'll send the new ones. Okay, so if you would like to win the brand new Prism Glimmer Mist collection, which we launched last week, all you have to do is tell us what character were you in your school nativity. I was an angel, And I actually have a photograph at home.
You
I
were
might.
not an angel.
Excuse me. Yes, I was. I was an angel. I was also weirdly in year 2 because we did a weird nativity then. I was a wave.
Oh, I can beat you because we didn't do traditional nativities at my school. Again, my mum was very heavily involved with them. We did like Christmas pantomimes.
Are you blaming your mum for this?
Yeah. So in one, I was the lobster in the water baby.
A lobster?
I also played like a hyacinth bouquet character.
That's
in
hilarious.
What was it? What was it we did? It was the Pied Piper, but we added extra characters in. And we did it in the rain, so all the chairs were going around the outside. So I would go up to people in the audience and straighten the ties up and stuff like
This
that.
sounds like the funnest
They were really
nativities
good.
you've ever done.
Other schools used to come to watch our Christmas plays.
That's super fun.
They were good fun.
Lots of people commenting. We've got some baby Jesuses, a lamb. Let's scroll up here. Someone played a carrot, a shepherd. Suzanne, her son was an alien. See?
That's cool.
These are good ones. I actually remember passing out when I was a wave. 'Cause we had to do this like wave dance. It was about the sea. But you remember when the school teachers used to make you those headbands, and they used to literally get a strip of card
Yeah.
and get the thingy out, stapler. Mine was too tight, and it was
Wow. really
really hot. So yeah, I was a bit sick afterwards. I remember that because it was too
dear.
hot. But yeah, an angel. There's loads of fun ones. But what's your favourite? Have we got one yet? Christmas tree, love that one. My mum always used to make really cool costumes for Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve when we were younger, we used to go to church. The church that my nana still goes to in Blackpool. We used to go and all the kids used to dress up. So for that, I've had some amazing costumes and I've got all the photographs of that. So I might actually do a collage and post them all on my page because it'll bring you so much laughter. So I was once a present.
Yay.
Now that was a really cool costume. And a Christmas cracker. I was a Christmas, and that was really cool. So mum had just got like a piece of cardboard, put it as a tube with arms, holes, and a face hole. And then the top bit was like tied like a proper cracker.
Aww.
It had tinsel on and everything. It was well cool.
You sound quite limiting costumes. You couldn't do much in them by the...
Oh no, I could sit down and
No,
stuff,
alright.
but I mean, when your costume's that good, you don't want to
you
be
just
sat
want to
down.
stand there and look pretty.
You don't want to
you?
be sat down.
That's the point.
But yeah, I've been some great costumes in the time. Jenny, I was also out. Well, your son was a ripple in the sea. I've been a wave. Don't you worry. I know how it feels. Dawn was the back end of a cow. I imagine that was quite funny. A tree. Mary. Sarah says I was Mary, but I hated Josie if it would have ended in divorce. Joanne was the second nurse who looked after the baby. These are great, absolutely hilarious.
At Austin School, there was a boy in Austin's year, and we just used to go to watch him every year because,
He was
without
so
a doubt,
funny.
no, from reception to year 6, he fell asleep in every single one. No matter what he was, he would always fall asleep.
So good. And this is very true. Andrea said the shepherds always wore tea towels on their head. That was the best thing about it. So good. So good. Who's won those Prism Glimmer Mists?
Valerie Todd
Valerie Todd, congratulations. You have won the Prism Glimmer Mists.
for being the back end of the cow.
For being the back end of a cow. Congratulations. I bet when you were the back end of that cow, you wouldn't think that all these years later you'd be winning a prize for that answer. So congratulations. The brand new Prism Glimmer Mist will be coming out to you. Send us a little message with your details and we'll get them out to you today. Thank you for all of your comments though, because they have definitely made my day. We're going to add a product to the rollover box just in case someone wins it next week, but it is getting super full, isn't it? We're going to add our winter warmers collection. I think this is last year's Christmas, which is quite cool. We're going to add that to the rollover box. And And then next up on our TV schedule, oh, it's me, Monday, 10:30, Create and Craft, be there. A brand new Moonstone Combos collection. It's so pretty. I'm so excited. I actually wasn't doing this show, but then we had to move it. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing this show. So I've moved it. It's on Monday, 10 a.m. and then 2:15 with me on Create and Craft for the Moonstone Seasonal Sentiments combos. Very, very exciting. And then we've got another launch on Monday as well. So Pauline's going to be back at 8:15 launching our brand new festive Waterfalls concept card collection. That's super fun. But then for Hunky Dory TV, we'll see you on Monday, 10 a.m. For Super Savers. Do not miss it. I've been sat with Dan, looking through some things, seeing what we can bring you. There's an amazing array of dies, Premier Craft tools on super good offers, the best you've ever seen. So do not miss that show because you don't want to. There's so much good stuff. But thank you for joining us today. It's been really, really fun. It's been a laugh, that's for sure. And some amazing demos by Kat.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for those, Kat. They were absolutely amazing. We will see you all again very, very soon. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Make sure you get in the sun because it's going to rain tomorrow. But we will see you all very soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.